Susie, and I am back. I wanted to share a few things. Of course, the journals that I've got, a couple of journals going here. And I wanted to share some things that I'm putting in the shop. I just listed the ephemera pack, and I will post that video link in the description box that way, and the video as well, in case you did miss it. It was uploaded just before this video, and I wanted to share these because I had forgot about them. I had them laid back. But I have some wildflowers in the Harvest Red colors for fall. Sharon tried to get some made in the fall colors. I love using these in the journals because they lay flat enough on the tags and things that it doesn't bulk the journal up really bad. I just love the wildflowers. They are one of my favorites. And then I've added some of these white tags. I love the craft little ring on them. And I have coffee stained some. I've actually used some in this journal, just in the white though, not coffee stained. So I'm going to be adding some of these white tags here. They are about a 2 and 3/8 by 4 3/4. So they're not real big. They're just about a good size for stamping or whatever it is that you want to do. So I'll have some white ones in there. So to the journals. I had several of these just they're the little traveler's notebooks that I bought at Michael's a long time ago when they first came out with the traveler's notebooks, and I was altering the covers on them. Anyway, I bought several, and I decided to finally use some of these inserts that came with it. So I made a couple of these, and this paper is Graphic 45's. I don't know if I have it laid here to tell you what the, I don't have it laid here. But it's the music paper, and I don't know the name of the, collection. So I will probably have to put it in the description box when I get ready to get the video up. So anyway, I tied the seam binding because I didn't want it to mash anything coming out the side. So I just tied the seam binding on both of them. I did the black stitching on them. And this is such a pretty paper. I actually bought this at Vintage in KC when I was there over Memorial Day weekend. And I love that store. If you're ever that way, be sure and stop by Vintage in KC. It is in Shawnee. I want to say Shawnee, Kansas. Actually, is what I believe it's listed at, but it's just Kansas City. So anyway, it was just such a fun shop. And so this here, I did not coffee dye the paper. It is just the cream paper that came in it. I did a lot of collaging. I just wanted something pretty that somebody could write without having a lot of the coffee dye. Not everybody likes coffee dyed, believe it or not. I know that'd be hard to believe, wouldn't it? But when you love coffee dye, but I know there are some people who don't. And so anyway, this is kind of what I just was playing with, and I wanted to use some of the paper, and so I've got some music, some of that vintage music paper just kind of set behind. I might have a little bit of gunk here and there that's come off the lace and things, but I've just added some cute little pieces from the collection, and then some of the collaging there. I just had fun with it. Of course, stapled it on. I like playing with the stapler and stapling the stuff on. I love these postage stamps. I think they're just gorgeous. I think they're really pretty. And then here is that paper, and I've just done the collage. And I just thought it would be a nice little pretty, it's a little stamp there as well. Pretty page for them to, to write on without being all copy dyed up and things. So that's kind of what I was going for on this. Another one of those big postage stamps. Yeah, I have got a lot of mess I see in here with my laces where I've cut them and things. And then here is some more of the collage there and there. So anyway, it's just, and you could even, if you have a traveler's notebook, I mean, you can just put that in your elastic. It's ready. I mean, that's what it was made for. So anyway, there is that one. And now these are going in the Etsy shop. I will probably make this one just titled Love Notes, since I have the little stamp there of Love Notes on the, so I'll just call that one Love Notes. And then this one, I will probably just put Music Gives Soul Journal is what I will do, because of the saying on the front there. It says, music gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. So, and then there is the back. And it is just the same way. I've just tried to fill it with different collages, different little laces and things. Just a pretty place to journal. This one I added a little washi in, and I didn't add it in the other one. That paper is super pretty. It's just the colors, the black and the reds and the pinks and different things it had in it was just, that's what actually just drew me to it when I saw it. And there I've just done a little collaging there and a little stitching on it. So they are definitely different on the inside. I mean, I may have used, like these crocheted pieces here, but I mean, I've used different, and the postage stamps, but I've tried to make them a little different there. Whoops, I'm going to have to, I don't want to tear that, but I see that it's been stuck by the glue. I'll have to get that off. So anyway, there is that. Okay, this here is a fun one. This is a paper bag journal. And I bought these paper bags at the Daiso. And I'm going to show them to you. I bought them at the Daiso store in Texas. I wanted to go to the Daiso store so bad and check it out because I had heard quite a bit about it. These are pretty good size. They're called craft paper gift bags. And anyway, I've been wanting to play with these, and so I finally decided just to get it open and at least make one journal out of it. So I've used some white seam binding. This is a paper here. I found it. All it was a 6x6 pad. This is just like the Glamour I bought in the blue. Exact same thing. Only this is pink, and it was called Flawless. So I had fun with it because I love the pink in it. My friend Penny gifted me some of this corrugated cardboard here, so I used some for the front cover and the back cover. I did use some gesso on it. Made it really sturdy. Good and sturdy on the cover now. I have one of the pretty little, I believe this is a Dusty Rose is what this was called. Sharon made that for me just for this book. But she has lots of pinks in the shop that are just really close to this color. I think she has like a shabby pink and all. It's really pretty. And then I've just used, this is actually some of the, I don't know if you can see it or not, some of that snippet I put in the kit right there, my ephemera kit. Right there I've used, and then I've just added some little snippet pieces of different laces. Okay, and then because this is the paper bag, I put a big tag right in the front. This is some of the fabric that's in that kit. I really like that pink fabric. It was just pretty. Now this bag is pretty good size. Let me measure it. I would say 5 by 7. There's 7 by 5 1/4. So that's how wide it is. And I did reinforce the spine. The spine is hard. I scored the bag. I don't know if I got, yep I did. This was the first one I made. I'm going to kind of show you how I did this, because somebody will ask me. I scored my bag. I found my center, and then I just scored my bag. This one I scored a 1/2 inch on both sides of the bag, once I found my center. And then that made it an inch spine, and then I added a nice heavy, well this is like a medium weight chipboard. And I just added it to the spine to give it a little more stability, then just folding over the bag. And plus I wanted the journal to lay a little flatter, which it still got a little chunky, but at least it had more depth for the journal. But the inch was too big. I didn't like the way the signature set in with the inch, so I changed it. And I believe I made this a 1/2 inch spine. That's what it looks like. I made it a 1/2 inch spine. So it's nice and sturdy. It's not just pressed, you know, in the middle, you know, folded over. So anyway, that was kind of different. And I don't think I've done that before. I think that's just, you know, just one of them things. I just wanted a nice sturdy spine, and so I decided to put something there to create that. Then I have these little fun tags here. This is actually a digital that I purchased from Victoria Designs. I've been really into the numbers and things, and I've just loved the way they look on things. So I downloaded that. I purchased those. But anyway, Victoria Designs is where I got that. And then here is some of those white tags. I just kind of tied 3 of them together, and then I put some washi tape there on the front. This is just a pocket. This here is some Braille paper, or pages actually. It had come out of some kind of book with Braille. And my friend over on Sophie's Notes, Ellen, gifted me some of this, and I love it. That's the first time I have ever had Braille paper, and I love it. So thank you, Ellen, for that. I appreciate that so much. Here is just some vintage paper I had. This is a letterhead, and I just cut a piece of it out. And here is one of the pink, this is, like I said, is the Dusty Rose. Wallflower with a little bit of that vintage looking fabric. I don't know if that fabric is vintage or not. I picked it up at a antique shop, but I don't know that it's vintage. And then here is one of the white tags I've just used as a little, you know, set in there. Did a little collage with it. Of course, the paper sayings there, cut out tags from the collection. And like I said, this was just a 6x6 paper pad that I bought. And this is some paper that I actually picked up. It has little dots. I don't know if you can see that or not. It has little dots. I picked that up at Walmart in the school supplies. I haven't seen that. I think it's supposed to be some kind of graph paper. Here is some more of those numbers. This is just a large index card I picked up at Walmart. And there's some pink paper, which I thought was fitting for the journal. Here is I believe this is a large glassine bag here that I have in the shop. And just some of that pretty fabric, and I added some sari silk there that I had in that pink. And this here is a download, and oh my goodness, I'm going to forget where I got it from. I may have to put it in the description box. One is, oh well, I can't remember, so I'm going to have to put it in the description box. Added some washi tape to the back. Here's some more washi tape, just collaged on the page. Here's one of those tickets that I've put in the kit. Doily. This is fun. I just purchased these doilies. I hope to get these in the shop soon, guys. They got like little daisies or something on. They're just as cute as they can be. So I'm hoping to get those. I got them in several sizes. I have not used this punch in ages. I was looking for a punch. I can't remember what for. And I used to use this all the time when I did mini albums. And of course it is retired now. It is called a round tab punch. And it has been retired for some time. And if you look at this on eBay, they are trying to sell these for $80, $100. It's unreal what they're trying to. I don't know why Stampin' Up does not just reissue this punch, because it's a very popular punch that they discontinued. And then here is another one of the numbers. I've just enlarged it. Here is, I actually put some of this very same image in the little blue glamour journals, and then I have just added a little collage on the back of that. This is actually the tag, the little tag that I had. That's just the back of it, and I kind of collaged over it. Here is some of that fun graph paper that I picked up at Brenda's shop. Paper bits and baubles. I love that. It's very thin and just fun to work with. And then here's a little collage here. This here is an envelope that was done by my friend Penny over at Nantucket Ridge Crafts. She has a little Facebook group over there, and she sells her stuff there. She had a little auction kind of on her Facebook group, and she was selling some odds and ends stuff that she had, and I won the bid, and so I purchased several of her things, and this is one of them that was in the lot of the lot that she was selling. And so that is one thing, and I love that. Absolutely love that. So I put it in here. Here's another one of those little punches. And like I was saying before, though, I used to use these all the time when I did mini albums. This was such a popular punch, and I can remember wanting one so bad all those years ago. And I finally did buy one, and I love it. I loved it then, and anyway, I haven't used it in so long, and so when I saw it when I was looking for a certain punch, I dug it out and thought, I ought to just put that in the journal. I always loved that punch. And then here's some more of that graph paper, and I've just put that letterhead piece on there. Here's another one of the little white tags. And just some collaging. There's the other half of the doily. And then I picked this up at some antique shop. I love this. Of course, it doesn't have the hairnet in it, but I loved it. Loved it, loved it. And I wanted to put it in the journal here. So it got put in there. It's just a little envelope. You can kind of put in it whatever you like. It would probably hold some pictures. And then here is another glass scene, and I've just collaged it with some different lace and things. And another digital that I'm going to have to put in the description box because I cannot remember the name of the shop that I purchased those from. And then I used all the round tab punches in this for here's some more of that braille paper. And then this is just like a little journaling pad, and I've added the little flower there, the little wallflower. Here is the other part of that tag that I could wanted to just put something pretty on. And then here is another little collage with one of the big numbers. And then this is the back. And of course this is the little flap on the bag, which the Daiso bags had a really slender flap. And then here is 3 more of the journaling cards. There, shipping tags. And this also was from Penny over at Nantucket Ridge Crafts. She had made this little snippet. It was in the lot of things that I bought. And she had a really pretty little flower on here, but I actually had to take it off and put a flat one because it stood up so tall that it messed with the pages. So I had to take it off and replace, but that's it. I mean, look how cute that collage is. That is so cute. And anyway, that is from her. So, you know, if you get time, you want to go over to Nantucket Ridge Crafts and just check her out. Here is the back. And anyway, there is the journal. So guys, this is just the little journals that I have this time. And anyway, I hope that you enjoyed it. And I will see you in the next video.